I'm going to be sharing with you in this video the secret to wealth and abundance and how you can actually become rich in the fastest way possible. Because what most people don't understand is that there's an energy to wealth and abundance that you can learn to tap into that will allow you to get your heart's desires actually met and you can actually manifest what your heart truly wants. If money is a part of that, then you get the money. Now, if you don't even need money, then you can just manifest what your heart wants straight away without even having the money. But if you need the money to get what you want, then you're always going to get that money. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for free consultation. And the first thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of the secret to wealth and abundance and how you can become rich in the fastest and the most effortless, easeful way possible is number one, understand that wealth is a state of being. Okay, wealth is a state of being. Most people, what they believe is that the numbers in your bank account define how wealthy you are. Now that's not true, because think about it like this. 99% or some ridiculous large number like that of lottery winners, 90% of lottery winners, or at least a very large amount of lottery winners, they lose their money within the first year. That's what happens, is they lose the money. Why? Because they don't understand that wealth is a state of consciousness. Even if somebody throws all the money at you in the world, you will find a way to lose that money because, of course, there's the fear of losing the money. The person can even appreciate the abundance of having that amount of money. Oh my gosh, what if I lose it? And then the person actually loses it because they create a self-fulfilling prophecy where that lower state of consciousness has a higher probability chance of manifesting situations where the money is lost. Whether some debt comes in, whether the person self-sabotages and just spends all the money with addictive behaviors and can't maintain its, habits that allow the money to actually stay, right? Because why? It's very obvious once you see it. Wealth is a state of being. That is the secret to wealth and abundance, is to understand that wealth is a state of being. It is not actually complicated. It's just about understanding that wealth is a state of consciousness. Okay, now, if you don't understand that, you might manifest money. You might temporarily step into wealthy states of consciousness and manifest money as an external reflection of that, if the money is, of course, necessary to manifest the person's true heart desire. But even if they do that on accident and they don't on purpose continue to sustain that vibration, they will lose the money. That's what's going to happen. And it's not something that I can say will sometimes happen. Unless you hold a state of consciousness, which is wealth, your natural state of being, you will lose the money. It's just as simple as that. Okay, now the second thing that I want to share with you in this video, and I do, by the way, encourage you to stick until the very end of this video, because the points that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video are very, very important in terms of helping you to understand how to actually manifest this wealth. Okay, now the second thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of the secret to wealth and abundance so that you can become rich in the fastest and most easiest and the most effortless way possible is number two, what you need to understand is that you need the life force to sustain the wealth. Okay, so you might understand that wealth is a state of being. Okay, how do I tap into this state of being that is wealth? How do I tap into this, right? What you want to do is you want to increase your life force, increase your consciousness, increase your awareness of this present moment, and you'll be able to sustain the wealth. Why? Why is this the case? Well, it's actually quite simple, because when you're in an expanded state of awareness, okay, what happens is that now when you have the money, you just fully appreciate it. you fully appreciate its presence without the fear of actually losing it. Because of course, once you tap into this powerful state of being, which is wealth, you see that lack never existed. And if lack never existed, that means that everything that has existed already does exist, and you're here to actually expand into more of what has not been experienced before. But everything that you're made up of, everything that you've integrated, is something that you've already experienced, and you're never going to lose that. Really, it's going to be encoded in your DNA for infinity. But now what life wants is for you to expand your consciousness and manifest things into existence in that expanded state. Now, what you want to do is understand that that is the mechanism of the universe, and understand that because the universe wants to expand, if you align your life with that, you increase your life force, you are going to be able to sustain that wealth because you're not scared of losing it. You're removing the fear, okay? You're removing the fear out of the equation. You appreciate the beauty of the newness of all the things happening in your experience, right? Yet you're not afraid of losing it. And if you do have some fears coming up, you don't believe in those fears because you have the consciousness to see that you are not the fear. The fear can be there, but the question is, do you have to believe in the fear? No, you don't. No, you don't have to believe in the fear because you are the one that is aware of the fear, okay? So what you want to start to understand is that life force energy is what you need to sustain wealth. You shouldn't be trying to find the wealth out there. You should be dedicating your life to increasing your life force energy, because that's really wealth. Even if you don't get the money right away, you will actually be feeling such an aliveness in this present moment. You'll be so connected, and you'll feel so expanded, and you'll feel so restful. You'll be in such a state of rest and, at the same time, alertness and having energy, where what will happen is that you're not going to care about the money, and you're going to realize it was all just a sham. Money is a sham. You don't really want the money. You want the state of consciousness that money brings you, and the feeling state that the money brings you, which is not even a feeling state. Really, it's actually just a state of allowing things to be the way that they truly are, which that energy automatically aligns you with your true desire. And of course, by that point, you don't care about the money, but if you need the money to manifest your desires, it will always come, okay? This is important to understand because what I found in my own experience is that I always have enough money to get exactly what I need in this present moment and what I want as well. I always have the money to manifest exactly what I want and need in this present moment. That is an incredibly powerful affirmation. I want you to comment that down below. Comment down below, I always have the money that I need to manifest exactly what I want. I always have the money that I need to manifest exactly what I want. You always have the money to manifest what you want. If you look at your experience when you've ever had an upward spiral of consciousness, what you'll notice is that somehow, some way, you always have the money, okay? And that comes from a higher level of consciousness and a higher level of life force, because you're not afraid of losing it. You keep appreciating, because again, what you appreciate appreciates. That's what you have to understand. What you focus on grows. What you appreciate appreciates. Okay, now number 3, the third and final thing that I want to share with you in this video. And by the way, if you don't know how to increase your life force, just I'm gonna have to record a whole nother video on that. But just before I go into the third point, what you want to do is you want to be focusing on what is giving you energy and what is taking energy away from you. Notice the difference. You always want to be in a state of receiving, where you're actually getting energy in each moment, where you're receiving energy from the divine in each moment. Just focus on the activities in your day that will increase your energy. Energy is synonymous for life force, consciousness, energy, awareness. All of these terms are completely synonymous in terms of the way that I use them. Anything that will increase your state of energy and your state of awareness, more awareness at this present moment, of this present moment, that is going to help you to have the consciousness to sustain that wealth and actually keep it in your experience without losing it. Okay, so the third and final thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of the secret to wealth and abundance so that you can become rich in the fastest and most effortless and easeful way possible is number 3, you want to be focusing on your purpose. Okay, this is what you want to be doing if you want to manifest wealth and abundance. See, there's something that your soul came here to do. And if you align with that, if you align with your soul's calling, with what your soul truly wants to actually do, what's going to start to happen is that you're going to start to manifest all the wealth and abundance that you need. And because, of course, when you're in the process of being on your purpose, what you start to become conscious of is that is actually wealth. That is actually wealth, is to be in the state of consciousness of doing what you love. That is wealth. I'm just gonna say that one more time because I think that this is so powerful that you need to hear this one more time. When you're in the process of doing what you love, your soul's calling, that is wealth. Wealth is nothing but a state of consciousness where you're doing what you love in each moment. Not because you have to, not because you believe you have to, not because somebody told you that you have to be doing that thing that you're doing. No, actually, you willingly expand your consciousness, face your fears, and do what you love, and you're excited in the process through all of it. Because facing your fears, following your excitement is a little bit scary sometimes, but that's the most expansive and most amazing feeling, and you have that awareness of that. So what you do is you start to realize that, wait a second, I'm after that. I'm after the expansion. I'm after the abundant state of consciousness, and you're not really after it. You're not really going after anything. You simply are in a state of consciousness that is wealth. And of course, from that lower state of consciousness, you are after that, I guess, so to speak, from relative, from one level of consciousness to another level of consciousness. But once you're in that wolf state of consciousness, you realize there's nothing to go after. You just do what you love in this present moment. And of course, this present moment is the only moment that exists. And so what you do is you just love what you do moment to moment to moment. And this is the only moment that exists, moment to moment to moment. You take one foot in front of the other foot, in front of the other foot, and you're just taking exactly those steps that you need to feel like you're in a state of wealth. And of course, all the money that you need will come to you effortlessly. Basically effortlessly. Not that you're not going to be putting effort. You're still going to be putting effort in terms of what you're doing. Yet at the same time, though, there's no resistance to any effort that you're putting in. So it's almost like you're effortlessly putting in effort and you're manifesting everything that you want because you're giving energy while you're doing this. Of course, you're giving value. You're giving energy. You're giving all this value to the external world because you realize that the external world is an aspect of you. And you're focusing on your purpose. That's what you're doing here. Your purpose is actually something that is perfectly unique to you. And it's about being in that state of consciousness of wealth, though, that expanded awareness, that unconditional love. Once you're in that awareness of unconditional love, that will naturally guide you to take the exact actions that you need to be in that exact thing that you love to do, which is extremely different in each moment. Sometimes me being in a state of wealth is going outside for a walk, feeling the sun on my face, going for that absolutely beautiful walk, walking outside, just appreciating the meal that I'm eating. Like I'm eating a meal, I'm just so appreciative that I have this meal in front of me to actually, just have this meal to eat, to be sustained. Like I'm just appreciating it. And while I'm eating that meal, do you think I'm looking at the lack of what's happening? I'm not focused on the lack. There is no lack. All I see is the perfect meal that I have. I see the computer that I can edit my videos on. I see all the money that I have to purchase, the things that I truly want. I see all these things, and I'm just focusing on all the things that I'm enjoying in this present moment. And while I'm in that state, of course, that is wealth. And then I spontaneously get an urge to go record a video. And while I'm recording the video, and I post videos every single day because I love posting videos every single day, while I'm doing that, I'm actually appreciating this moment right now. I'm appreciating the fact that I'm even able to speak. I'm appreciating the fact that I have this camera, that I have this lighting here, that I have this beautiful environment to be able to record these videos. Like, this is absolutely a state of wealth right now that I'm in. I am absolutely in a state of wealth. And if I had no money in my bank account, it wouldn't make a difference to me. It would make absolutely no difference whatsoever if I had no money in my bank account, because it literally does not matter. The amount of money in your bank account has nothing to do with how wealthy you are. It is about focusing on wealth as a state of being, number one. It is about focusing on the life force energy, increasing that so that you can sustain the wealth. It is about focusing on your purpose, okay? Focusing on your purpose and aligning with your soul's calling. And with that, I conclude this video. If you follow these three things, you'll understand that the secret to wealth and abundance is right here, right now, and you always have access to that state of wealth right here, right now. And you can become rich in the fastest way possible if you follow these things in this video. So with that, I conclude this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Also, please leave a comment down below if this video was supportive for you in any way, or if any of these signs resonated for you. I read every single comment, and I would love to hear what you have to say. Also, please hit that like button for me so that more people can get access to this content, because I do believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know that they are divine creators of their reality, and that they can manifest their reality and do so in the most effortless and useful way possible, helping themselves and helping others in the process as well. And hitting that like button does help the YouTube algorithm push the videos out to more people, and that would be greatly appreciated. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.